Okay, welcome back to the next session. Next topic is continue with the network models. In that we are going to discuss about protocol layering. The protocol layering defines the rules that both the sender and the receiver and all intermediate devices need to be follow to be able to communicate effectively. Some of the rules and regulations we need to follow, that we can call it as a protocol layering. When communication is simple, we may need only one simple protocol. When the communication is complex, we need to divide the task between the different layers, in which case we need to protocol at each layer or protocol layering. We can call it as a protocol layering. Okay, let us develop two simple scenarios to better understand the need of protocol layering. Okay, we'll have first scenario, and the second one is second scenario. We'll see with the example. Here we have a first scenario. The figure shows that it's a first scenario. Sender and receiver will be communicate with respect to the air medium. How exactly they are going to communicate? In the first scenario, communication is so simple that it can occur in only one layer. Only one layer it will be going to occur. Assume that Maria and Anne are neighbors with a lot of common ideas. Communication between Maria and Anne takes place in one layer. It will be face to face in the same language as shown in the figure. Here the figure had shown the communication between only one layer. Okay, this is about your first scenario. It will be directly communicate between source and destination. Okay, Maria and Anne is an example, the communication between sender and the receiver. Okay. Next, with respect to the first principle and second principle, or we are going with a second scenario. Okay, this is second scenario where here in the second scenario we are assumed that Anne is a offered higher level position in her company, but needs to move to the another brand located in the city very far from the Maria. This is a just example. The two friends still want to continue their communication and exchange ideas because they have come up with an innovative project to start a new business. When they both are retired, so that they decided to continue their conversation using regular mail. How exactly they are going to communicate to each other, that we are going to discuss here. Okay, here some of the layers it will be going to discuss. Through the post office, however, they do not want to share their ideas to revealed by the other people. If the letters are intercepted, they agree on an encryption and decryption techniques. The sender of the letter encrypted it to make it unreadably by the intruder. The receiver of the letter decrypts it to the original letter. So that what they are going to do with the second scenario. How exactly it will be working? The second scenario will be having a three-layer protocol. The different types of layers are listen and talk is the layer 3, and the second layer will be encrypt or decrypt, and the first one is send mail or receive mail. Okay, this is not fixed with the receiver and transmitter. It will be vice versa. Okay, assume that Maria sends the first letter to Anne. Maria talks to the machine at the third layer. Okay, as though the machine is Anne and is listening to her. The third layer machine listen to what Maria says, and it will be create the plain text. Okay, whatever the speech signal they are going to communicate, by make use of that speech, it will be going to convert a plain text. Okay, first layer, listen or talk layer, will be going to convert a letter, a plain text, that we can call it as a letter in English. Okay, which is passed to the second layer machine. Here, which is the second layer? Second layer will be encrypt or decrypt. Second layer will be encrypt or decrypt in the both the sides. Either it will be sender or it will be receiver. The second layer machine takes the plain text. It will be going to take the plain text and it will be going to encrypt it. It will be going to create a cipher text. Okay, it will be going to take the plain text and it will be going to encrypt and it will be going to convert it as a cipher text. Okay, which is passed to the first layer of the machine. The first layer machine, presumably a reboot, takes the cipher text, it will be going to put it in the envelope, adds to the sender and the receiver address, and it will be going to mail it. It will be going to send for the both the receiver as well as the sender. Okay, at the answer side, the first layer machine pick up the letter from the Maria's side box. Okay, it will be going to recognize that the letter from Maria by the sender address. The machine takes out the cipher text from the envelope and it will be going to delivers to the second layer machine. The second layer machine, it will be going to decrypt the message and it will be going to create a plain text and it will be going to pass to the plain text. And the third layer machine will be going to convert that third layer machine. It will be going to convert it into plain text and it will be going to read through the Maria. It will be going to speak. Okay, this is how it will be going to communicate as our mails, what we are going to send from one place to the another place. Okay, for example, a student 1 and student 2 will be going to communicate by mail. Okay, the student 1 will be going to tell something, that message will be going to convert it into a plain text. Again, they can going to encrypt. The student 1 will be going to encrypt the data and it will be going to convert with respect to the cipher text. This plain text, cipher text, these things we are going to discuss in depth in the later classes. Okay, then after cipher text we are going to send a mail. Okay, at appropriate address we are going to send the message. Again, it will be going to postal carrier facility like US Post. It will be going to in the receiving side, it will be going to reach for the layer 1 that will be receiving the mail. Okay, if the student 1 is sending, student 2 will be receiving. If the student 2 will be sending, student 1 will be receiving. Then once layer 1 will be receiving the mail and it will be going to convert with respect to the cipher text. Then here we have a decryption. Encryption and decryption will be vice versa. It will be going to decrypt the message what they had sent, that will be converted into plain text. Then student 2 will be going to listen the message. Okay, this is how it will be going to work. This is how it will be going to work. Then how exactly the protocol layering will be needs. Okay. Point. A protocol layering enables us to divide the complex task into several smaller and simpler tasks. For example, we could have used only one machine to do the job of all 3 layer machines. However, it will be the encryption or decryption done by the machine is not enough to protect their secrecy. Okay, they would have to change the whole machine. In the present situation, they need to change only the second layer machine. In the other 2 can remain the same. This is referred to as a modality, and modality in the case of means independent layers. Okay, and the next one, a layer can be defined as a black box with the inputs and outputs without concern about how inputs are changed to outputs. If 2 machines provided the same output, when it will be going to give the same inputs. Okay, then some of the advantages of these scenarios. Okay, protocol layering, it will be going to allow to separate the services from the implementation. Lower layer gives the services to the upper layer and it will be about how the layers is implemented. and it will be example with Maria may decide it be by the machine for the first layer. She can do the job herself as long as Maria can do the tasks provided by the first layer. In both the directions, the communication system will be works. These are some advantages by make use of these things.